Now to this. In just a few hours, President Trump will appear virtually to be sentenced in the New York versus Trump case after the Supreme Court blocked his bid to postpone the sentencing.
Brooke Singman here with the details. Brooke.
Yeah, good morning, guys. That's right. So this morning, sentencing is scheduled for 9:30 Eastern time for those 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. But Judge Juan Merchan has indicated he will not give Trump jail time, fines, or probation. The incoming president tried to stop this sentencing from moving forward, but the Supreme Court denied that request.
I thought it was a fair decision, actually. So I'll do my little thing tomorrow. They can have fun with their political opponent. As you know, they acknowledge what the judge said about no penalty, and there's no penalty. But we're going to appeal anyway, just psychologically, because, frankly, it's a disgrace. It's a judge that shouldn't have been on the case. He's a highly conflicted judge.
Now, separately, in another case, a source close to Trump's legal team tells me that a new judge was assigned to the president-elect's civil fraud case brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James, seemingly replacing Judge Arthur Engoron. But several hours after attorneys on the case received an email announcing that decision, they got another message saying Engoron was actually reassigned to the case. Trump has also appealed the $454 million judgment there. That appeal is pending before the New York Appeals Court. Guys.
Raises a lot of questions. Brooke, thank you. We're going to try to answer some of those right now with criminal defense attorney Lexie Rigden. Lexie, let's begin with the Supreme Court decision. Trump said he thought it was fair, but let's be realistic. What this means is the left gets what they want now. They get to call Donald Trump a convicted felon president. Did the Supreme Court get it right, in your opinion?
Well, Todd, you know what, this is, as they always keep saying about these cases, it's unprecedented. If he were any normal defendant, which he obviously isn't, then yes, they did get it right, because the courts are very, very reluctant to intervene on an interlocutory basis and essentially intervene before the case is finally over. So in that respect, I'm not surprised by the decision. Also, an underpinning of their decision is that they said that the penalty and the burden on him in actually sentencing him is de minimis, because all indications are from Judge Juan Merchan is that he's not going to be sentencing him to really anything. This is merely symbolic, and he's going to be appearing via Zoom, so it doesn't actually necessarily impact his schedule. But I find it to be just, this entire thing has been unfortunate for the office of the president and the American people. And there are people on the left and right that agree with that. Democratic Senator John Fetterman, there are pundits on the left that have looked at this honestly and even come to the conclusion that this was a politically motivated case to begin with. It wouldn't have been brought if it weren't Donald Trump. And so for the office of the presidency, I think it's a shame that we have 10 days before his inauguration, the cherry on top of a flawed prosecution is that he's now going to have a judgment and conviction formally entered against him. So while I don't necessarily disagree with the legality of what the Supreme Court did, it is a shame for the American people and for President Trump.
The judge said no jail, no fines, no probation. So it remains to be seen what the heck is the sentence going to be. In about 4 hours, we will find out then. Meantime, you heard what Brooke just reported. Something really strange happened in Trump's civil suit, which is currently on appeal. Judge Engoron was always on the case. Then magically, for about 4 hours, he was taken off the case, replaced by another judge, and then magically put back. What's going on here? That's what Trump said. Have you ever seen anything like this, Lexie?
No, judges get shifted all the time. And sometimes, you know, if a judge is done with a case, you might have a completely different judge on a post-judgment basis in court. But so that's pretty common, and people get pretty upset when they say, well, wait a minute, why is the judge who actually heard heard my case gone? Although I think in this case, Donald Trump wouldn't be upset about that. However, I have not seen where they are shifted then back. It's like moving around chess pieces on a chessboard. That I have not seen, Todd. I have no explanation for that. Hopefully we'll find out more about what that's about.
Was this a computer error? Was this just a scheduling snafu? Or is there something bigger here? To answer Donald Trump's question, what the heck's going on here? We will see. Lexie Rigden will be watching. Thank you very much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.